Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, as always life's come up. As you can see, new place, work's been busy. These videos aren't the easiest to get together at the best of times, but I thought I'd share with you the next step of my journey, and that's I've actually completed now my second property, and that was also one which I thought I would never do, and that is buying one with a tenant in situ.
Hot diggity dog.
Now that everything's all done, I wanted to break down how much I paid, how much it generates, maybe show you around it a little bit, just generally share my experiences as I've gone through the journey. I quite like it as an investment, but then at the end of the video, you can let me know what you think down in the comments. Is this something that you would invest in? This opportunity came about because I was quite eager to buy my next property. I couldn't do what I did with my first property, so that was buy it, do it up a little bit, rent it out. My first one was up north, this one's in the Midlands sort of area, so the price was more than I was kind of used to paying as well. But yeah, it also meant I got it at quite a discount, which I'll share with you just in a moment. But the property is actually worth about 210,000 to 220,000. But typically these kinds of properties are discounted because obviously it means that residential buyers can't really buy it. But then it's also quite risky for investors. But it actually meant I ended up completing on it for £178,000. So there was quite a good level of discount there, but we've all heard the horror stories about inheriting and having tenants in situ. Before I dive into the numbers, so my experiences being, yes, it was immediate rental income. There was no refurbishment to do, no improvements to do. It was a compliant and legal property. I knew the transaction history. I knew that my tenants had been meeting their monthly payments. Obviously no letting costs in terms of advertising the property, getting them in, void periods. And then, yeah, as expected, a lower purchase price than the actual value of the property. So these were all very nice things. Some of the negatives, I completed midway through the month. So that meant there was a little bit of a mismatch between the rent that was owed to me, what was owed to the previous owners. And then a lot of the concerns people have with tenant in situ is what if you inherit a problem tenant? I knew the previous owners were selling because they were retiring. They just didn't want to worry about the property anymore. Also the legal aspects of it. So were the previous owners compliant? Because if you inherit a tenancy agreement and not everything's been done properly, or if you inherit legal problems associated with the old owners not doing everything properly, then you take all of that on as well. But I knew that the previous owners, they were very on it. They really took it seriously, and that meant a lot to me. Tenants as well, absolutely lovely. I knew they were meeting their monthly payments, as I mentioned, but then they look after the property as if it's their own. I really couldn't have asked for better tenants. Only other thing being is that they're paying about £900 a month in rent, which is a couple of £100 short of market rent. So that's something that's got to be taken into consideration as well. I'll show you around a bit as I start to go through the numbers now. I have had a little bit of help with AI for obvious reasons. They're still living there, so it just kind of makes sense. So this first one, yeah, AI generated, but don't worry, they do get a little bit more realistic as we get on. But it's more sort of the one to the left of it being a little bit of a mid-terrace rather than an end terrace. I wouldn't be showing you this if there was big holes in it, cracks or dirt. It's actually a very clean and nice looking property overall. There's an idea of the layout, what to expect. So you kind of step in the hallway, you have your staircase on your right hand side, kitchen through the left. The kitchen's quite long and a little bit thin, which is quite nice. Immediately when you step in the front door, you've got a little downstairs toilet as well. You can see the AI didn't really do a great job popping that in the kitchen, but I can guarantee you that isn't the case in real life. At the end, you've got the lounge. After that, it steps out onto a nice big back garden as well. You go upstairs, you've got a smaller bedroom in front of you. Then you've got obviously two bedrooms as well. And then you've got sort of the main bathroom. So yeah, this being an idea of the hallway, exactly as I described. The image is obviously generated off of a real image of it as well. So it does give you an idea that's quite true to form. Got the doorways on the right hand side, they just tend to be for some store cupboards. You've got a kitchen door, then the downstairs toilet, as I mentioned. As you step into the kitchen, it is quite modern, clean. This is what you'd see on your left hand side when you stepped into the kitchen. This is what you'd see on the right hand side. AI didn't do as great of a job, as you can tell from that, but you can see that it is quite a realistic sort of showing what the AI did of what the kitchen's actually like. This being an idea of what the front room looks like. Again, modern, looked after, spacious. Then you can see the door to the back garden. This being one of the bedrooms upstairs, and then this being the upstairs bathroom. So again, you can see like it's all very modern, very clean, very well looked after, but that's all I've sort of got together in terms of the tour. So as I mentioned, £178,000 purchase price, 25% deposit, meaning I put £44,500 into it. Stamp duty on that being £9,960. My legal costs were about £1,700. Taking in insurance as well, let's just say about £350 for the year. So that meaning my total all-in cost being about £56,510. So the £900 a month in rent over 12 months is £10,800. You've got your expenses of the mortgage at £475 a month over 12 months. So that's £5,700. It's my only expense because I've already factored insurance into my initial cost and I manage it myself. But that means a profit over the year of £5,100. And then if you divide that by my initial cost being that £56,510, it means a return on investment of 9.02%. And then if you want to knock off 20%, let's say, just for the sake of taxes, then yeah, that'll knock that down to about 7.21%, which is still better than what interest rates you can get at the bank. That is obviously not factoring in the fact that the market rent is higher than what it is now. And it's also not factoring in the fact that I did buy it for below market value. So honestly, am I happy with the deal? Yes, I'm happy with the end result. I'm happy with the deal. I'm happy how things have turned out. Would I do this again? I don't know if I would though, because although a lot went right, I did feel like at any stage there could have been a lot that could go wrong, and I don't think I like that element of risk to it. So don't get me wrong, if the opportunity comes up, I may consider it, but to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be actively looking for something similar to this. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if this is a deal that you would have invested in. Do you think I did well? Do you think I didn't do well? Do you not give a toss and you're just thinking about the budget that we've got coming up? But other than that, hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. But thanks so much for your time. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.